right, welcome to another 22Social live hangout every Tuesday at 3:30 Pacific time. Today is the 25th of April, so thanks for joining us. My name's Andrew Lane, joined by Renee Banuelos.
That's me.
How you doing, Renee?
Doing good. Can't wait. We got a brand new content today, so it'll be exciting.
Yeah, so if you're watching right now and you don't see the comment stream below, go ahead and refresh the page. We forgot to load it back in. So if you want to ask questions today, you're going to have a chance towards the end. So you can comment below and be sure to say hi in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. So if you have any issues seeing the comment stream, you can refresh and it will be right down below. So go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and today's agenda is we're going to log right in, go through a slide deck presentation, give you a crash course on how to turn your expertise into online sales.
That's right.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to jump into the slide deck today, go through this concept, show you where to find all the resources that you need to implement these ideas, and I'll take your questions towards the end.
Perfect. Cool. Sound good.
All right, let's go ahead and log in, and we'll be monitoring your questions and comments as they come in. So let's see if some of you figured it out. All right, there we go. We got Isaac, Sarah, Patty, Martha, Jeremy, Tracy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us from all around the world. We're going to make this very productive use of your time because if you have an expertise, it's time to start cashing in.
And again, if you can't see the comments and you're watching this video, the refresh this page and the comments will show up.
Cool. We'll reiterate that throughout. And let's go ahead and get right into it.
Sure.
First, though, I'm going to pull up this slide here and show you where we're watching today. You should see us here on 22social.com/live. We're streaming live here in this. Renee ran in the other room to grab something. We are live here at 22social.com/live, and down below is a comment stream. Again, if you don't see the comments, you can refresh this whole page and they will appear. We loaded them in at the last minute. So, hey, Kim Cole's in the house, Isaac, Sarah. So there you go. Drop your comments below. Got a lot of people watching today, so don't be shy. It's always fun to see who's in the house. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it today. So today's topic, of course, is how to turn your expertise into online sales. Let's do this. So what you're going to learn, we're going to go through three big things today: how to package and sell your expertise, and really how to deliver it, right? So it's delivery strategies. And of course, this is a 22Social hangout. So everything we show you today is actionable, implementable, and something you can do yourself pretty quickly. And you could also use this for your clients to help other people and make money that way. So everything we're showing you can be done all right inside your Facebook page with 22Social. Very simple to do. Second, how to attract and convert paying clients. Where do you find people? What do you do to take a total stranger, warm them up, and turn them into a paying customer? Third, where to get started. So those are the big three we're going to go through today in the next about 30 minutes.
Nice. Let's get going. So who is this for? So are you in the right place? So if you have an expertise, you have something that you're good at, some problem that you like to solve, people that you like to help, then boom, you're in the right place. If you don't have an expertise yet, then guess what? Pick something that you're passionate about, go out work with a few people, and become at least more of an expert than you are now, and then you can get started with us here. So
yeah, okay. A lot of people try to jump ahead and they start to build all this stuff, and really they're not able to help people. So if that's you, if you're like, I don't really even know how to help somebody, then you got to figure that out first, because you can't sell stuff if it doesn't actually work and it doesn't provide value. So number one, you got to have that. But we're going to show you in the next slide kind of how to tackle that and what that actually looks like.
Number two, you have helped others. Again, going back, if you think you're an expert, but you really haven't helped anybody, it's going to be hard for you to package and deliver what we're about to go over. So go out and work with a few people and get things figured out, and then you can get going. You have some basic technical skills. I'm not looking for people who are rocket scientists, but hey, if you were able to get here, if you know how to do the basics of Facebook, you were able to figure that out, then I think you can figure this out. But like anything else, it's a little learning curve, but you can get through it. If you've done some stuff online, if you've done some sort of social media, then you're covered. But if you don't know how to use a computer, then you might need some help. Get somebody to do it for you. you are looking to scale your business. So you are an expert. You have been helping people out. You have some technical skills, but now you go, well, what's next? I want to grow, and I'm not sure how. I mean, I'm out of time. How can I make this grow? How can I serve more people? How can I make more money? And so basically scaling your business. So if you're interested in doing that, then you're definitely in the right place.
So what is possible?
Number one.
Why should you listen, right? Why should you pay attention to all this?
Why do I care? If this isn't for you, then you know you're not in the right place. But I think most of you are. So multiple streams of income, right? Maybe you've been helping people one-on-one and charging them for your time, and you're ready to create additional sources of income, and some of it passive, or a lot of it passive, where the system just delivers value, money gets deposited to your account, and everyone's happy. So, and also helping many more people. Sometimes we do more for other people than we do for ourselves. So that's good. If you're really motivated to help others, then helping a lot more people, that's great. That's what's possible here. Obviously, without working 30 hours a day, which you don't have. Elevating your brand, right? One thing's to be an expert. The other thing is to be considered or an expert and have people recognize it. So elevating your brand, having people see it and say, hey, you know what? That one thing that you're good at, you're the exact person for that job. You're the expert. You're the one that can help me solve problems. So elevating that brand and the value of your brand, right? So maybe that one-on-one time you've been spending, what if it was worth twice or 10 times as much as it is worth now? And then easily being able to manage everything yourself. That's the one thing that stops a lot of people, is that they either try to do something in a certain way that it's nearly impossible for them to manage it themselves, or they have to hire out a team and maybe they're not ready for it. It's kind of putting the cart before the horse. If you're out there trying to hire a team that's going to charge you thousands of dollars, but you don't have those multiple streams yet. So chicken and the egg, I guess, problem. But so doing it in a way that's easy for you to manage yourself, have it be affordable.
And my favorite, launching new ideas fast. So if you've ever tried building a website or doing some online marketing, you can probably relate to the idea that it can be majorly time consuming to get something off the ground. You have a great idea, but to put it out there and to have it work is difficult to do. So you need to develop the skills and learn these basic skills that are going to allow you to put something out there quickly so you can get feedback, test, improve, and create more value for people. Because if it takes you 6 months to put your course out there, then it's probably going to be outdated and you don't even know if it's going to be valuable to people. So they're going to be going through this content that really should have been built more with your audience and with a lot more feedback loops. So doing something quickly, getting it out there and getting feedback.
And also knowing you're going in the right direction, right? Yes. If it's something completely wrong, then boom, it's good to be able to just reset and start again.
And to do that with a little overhead, so without wasting time, money. This happens over and over again, especially in the online world, where it takes so many moving parts, technical setup, and sometimes you'll hire a whole team to help build and launch something, and then it totally flops, and you've just wasted a ton of time and money, and you really didn't help anybody. So those are some really important things to keep in mind today. Hey, no animations on this one. Maybe we should, let's go through it.
Yeah. So define your expertise. Like, what is an expert? It's someone who can consistently achieve a desired outcome. Okay, that's why defining your expertise is very important. Is what are you really an expert at? I mean, Andrew, talking earlier, we're talking about what he used to do. He used to build websites. That was his focus. He didn't promise, I'm going to get you a bunch of clients. He just promised, I'm going to actually build you a website. So you got to be really careful defining what's the specific outcome someone's going to get from being your client or your customer, right? Being really, really clear with that. And a lot of the times when we just work one-on-one with people, you kind of cheat on this area and you don't really have to define anything because you kind of cater it every single time for every person. But if you worked with enough people, you should be able to see the patterns and go, okay, this is really the part that I can help somebody with. And this is really what I can promise. It's not this other thing that looks like it, because that's totally not my thing. So being clear with that allows you to scale something, right? Once you define it, then you can duplicate it.
Yeah, and this really, when we say define your expertise, you're really defining your offer. Because when you put an offer out there, you need to be able to deliver, to build a brand that has a good reputation. You got to be able to deliver on an outcome. So I see a lot of people rushing into this where they say, well, I'm gonna set you up with a sweepstakes. I'm gonna set you up with a giveaway, or we're gonna get a bunch of leads for your business. And then you can't really, deliver on that. Or if it's a different type of industry, you can imagine the kind of things that maybe would be holding you back. You're not even sure, what can I actually promise and deliver to somebody? So if you can really think critically about what can you consistently achieve for that client or customer.
I can't help myself. I'm going to go the horse trainer example. If you promise somebody they're going to be an expert horse rider and that's not really your thing, maybe you should just say, hey, I'm going to make you better at riding. And that's it. And that's all you can deliver and can deliver consistently. Then that's fine. That's actually enough. But it's better being clear, right? And
the truth is your value is going to increase and you can charge more money. The better you get and the more your expertise grows. So you need to look at what you do well and what you can do consistently, and then start to deconstruct that and help others go through that same process. And once you get other people to get to the level that you're at, and that you get better yourself at achieving things and overcoming obstacles and creating solutions, if you can do it yourself better and better and better, and start to teach others along the way so that they can have that same outcome that you're having, that's what's going to elevate your brand. So that's kind of the process and why feedback is so key and why you need to work with people very directly to improve your expertise. So I hope that makes sense. Some good questions to ask yourself though before you go further.
Yeah. So earlier in the beginning, we said if you're an expert, then you're in the right place. Maybe you are. Maybe you thought I'm really not, but maybe there is part of what you do that can be considered an expertise. So don't quite give up on that. You just got to make sure you define it properly, right? Get very
specific. Yeah. You don't have to be an expert at everything to get started. Maybe there's one thing that you do well.
Right.
So really think about what you do well and then why you're good at that and why you're able to create good results consistently and then help others with that one specific thing.
And you don't have to be the best one in the world at it, as long as you can make a difference and you're able to quantify that difference and say, hey, this is specifically what I can actually deliver for you.
All right, so let's get into the good stuff now. 3 ways to sell and deliver your expertise. So this is the fun stuff. Now that you have some of that defined, you're ready to start charging money for things. So selling your services, number 1. We should have probably done a drum roll. Let's go back and pretend we did a drum roll here. Number 1. Do we not have audio? There you go.
It was going.
And my mouse went crazy. Okay, let's. That was awful. All right, 3 ways. Number 1, sell your services. The easiest way to get started, you don't have to create a course. You don't have to create any kind of like membership thing or whatever you've been told you need to do. Just start by selling like one-on-one stuff, but do this online, right? Take your offer and put it online. So now you can connect with a audience around the globe. So instead of just your local community, what is your expertise that you can package up and help people with all around the world?
Right, and deliver virtually, hopefully.
Yes, virtually, the world is your oyster. So putting your offer together is really fun when you can put an app up and have anyone around the world find this and then pay you for your expertise.
Done for you service, right? So you don't necessarily have to work with somebody one-on-one and coach them or motivate them or help them. You could actually just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and build this for you. Go ahead and pay for it. And here's what I need from you. I'm going to go out and build it and let you know when it's done. So it could be building your website, setting up a funnel. It could be training their horse. It could be
photography session.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Whatever your expertise is, you can find multiple ways to make money with it. You don't have to just go out and do photography sessions with people. You could maybe coach people who want to become photographers and help them. So you can grow your expertise while still making your normal income. And you can sell these packages with your apps on Facebook. So it's really nice. If you've ever done this, if you haven't done this, we're going to show you where to find the training on how to sell your time basically through an app. It's really fun for me. I've been doing it for about a year now. Renee, you started doing it.
Right.
We've seen a lot of people kind of use this model to sell their services. You're getting people to pay you through PayPal, and it's an automated system to sign up and schedule, and then you can deliver with them on a either virtual call or in person. 3rd,
done with you service. Sometimes I like those because that way if they need any resources from the client, they're right there with me and we're working on it together. So sometimes that makes sense. So if you're building something for somebody, sometimes it helps to have them there with you and have them contribute. So especially if it's some service that you do that actually requires a lot of feedback from the client, sometimes just get out of the way together. So that's another way to deliver that.
Yeah, done with you, kind of collaborate with them. Again, it's very similar to the one-on-one coaching. You kind of combine the two. So think of it this way. You can either give advice and just kind of talk through something, or if it's something more tangible where you can build something with them, maybe it is an app. Instead of doing a done for you app setup, for example, you could get on a hangout with them, or a Zoom call or a Skype or whatever, and work with them to get it done, so they feel like they're involved, and maybe you're even teaching them at the same time, so that they can, teach them how to fish, basically, so they can do it themselves the next time and have some kind of tangible outcome. If you can have a tangible outcome, that's really great, versus just advice and theories and whatnot.
Yeah, something they can share and say, hey, I did this. And here's the resource for you. We actually have a note that walks through everything you need to know to actually start selling your time using Facebook and 22Social, connecting your PayPal account. So if this is the way that makes sense for you, especially if you're brand new to selling your expertise online, then I do recommend that you start here. So 22s.com/notes/coaching. And that's going to have both the theory behind it and also actually how to get it all built out.
Yeah, I'll show you how I did it myself. And I mean, this honestly keeps making me money, and it's so easy to manage.
Yes.
We just did another offer recently. We sold done for you services. People buy that stuff because it's tangible and it's very easy to sell. Yes, it takes your time, but there's so much there's so much you get out of working with people. You always have to have that be part of your business.
Yes.
We built 22Social. This is passive income for us. This is, for the most part, passive. There's definitely maintenance, but we built the software company. But we're still doing one-on-ones with our clients because we want to keep growing our expertise. We want to keep solving problems, seeing where people get stuck, helping them get through it, and then teach that to all of you.
Yeah, and it helps perfect your craft, right? So we're going to go through 2 more ways of delivering, delivering your service. So it helps with those 2 ways as well. So you're going to see how that makes sense.
And I love the comments coming in. Katana said, that was the best definition of expert I've ever seen. Thank you for that. You are welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I heard something similar somewhere before, and then just kind of put my own spin on it. So I'm glad you like that. And I think you can always relate that definition to yourself. Like, what can you do? What results can you achieve consistently? And you can really niche down and find something that you're good at. All right, let's look at number 2. Sell courses and trainings. So now we're looking at some passive income here. This is where you are taking your business to a whole new level, and really where you're leveraging the automation of the internet at its finest.
So what can I sell? One of the things, even before we get started with this list, Andrew, one of the things to keep in mind is working with enough people one-on-one is going to help you identify the patterns. What is it that they're normally struggling with? What do I normally do for them to solve that problem? What can I do to package it together in a way that people can do it for themselves if I give them the right information? So understanding all that, especially if you're not ready to do this, then you need to probably do more one-on-ones or go back to number 1. But if you figure it out, if you have that pattern, then it's time to document it and deliver it so that people can just do it themselves without taking any more of your time. So one thing you can do is record the videos. Record yourself actually training or teaching the concepts that you're an expert at, right, or the solutions that you have. And another one, sometimes video doesn't make sense. Maybe audio is better, especially so they can maybe consume it while they're out there on a run or something or working out. So if that's possible, maybe audio content. Maybe it's PDF downloads. Maybe there's a checklist guide that they have to download that makes it easier for them, or some sort of visual guide that they download. Maybe something they can print out, right? So maybe it's a live hangout on air. You actually going live on the actual course, and that's part of what they're buying, is being able to be there with you live so that they can actually ask questions. It's like what we're doing right here, right now. We're actually live. We're going to be able to get to some of your questions. So that's an advantage there. So those are the 4 things.
Yeah, and a combination of all those can work as well. So George commented a nice screenshot. That's George on the left there. He's got the wine riff as his fan page. And George is a wine expert. He makes income by selling wine online, and his knowledge and expertise is really cool. And a lot of people want to learn more about wine. So he can. I think he's been packaging up some video courses and creating subscription programs and just selling that expertise and that information he has through his fan page, making multiple income streams. Another great example of someone who did all 4 of these is Stephen Aish. He's out in Europe. He's a mindset coach. And he actually started off a course by doing live hangouts. So he scheduled out 6 weeks of live training, sold access to it. One-time payment gives them lifetime access to this content. And he recorded the videos throughout a 6-week program while interacting with his audience. So everyone who bought, especially if they bought early, I think he gave them a special deal. They got to attend live for these recordings, ask questions. And so he made a 6-week program teaching these concepts. He had 6 different topics outlined. And he also provided PDF downloads for each of them, which maybe was just the slides. They could download the slides from each of his trainings. He also took the live Hangout recording and turned it into PDF downloads. Since a lot of it was just more concept and theory, because it was mindset training, he was able to provide both the live Hangout replay and the audio content. So if they could consume it either way. And the live Hangout became a recorded video. And now he's repackaging all that and relaunching it as a complete, ready-to-go course, where initially he had sold it to people and recorded it live. Now it's a done, polished course that he's finishing up and relaunching. He actually did that twice and was very successful doing that. So that's okay. I mean, if you have nothing right now, that's okay. You can pre-sell something or plan something out. Think about your expertise and think about maybe 6 steps or 3 steps, and maybe plan out 3 or 4 different live trainings, package that up, and you can create it over a matter of a few months and invite people to come be a part of that recording. Maybe you give it away for free to everyone who attends live then, and then repackage it up later and sell it. So you could build a following of people, give away tons of great value, build trust with your audience, and then repurpose that content as a paid course. So for more on that, check out this link, 22social.com/notes/courses. That'll take you right into our note, breaking all this down, including ways you can drip content, strategies, and a complete setup tutorial on how to build a course with 22Social. Like we said, all you got to learn is 22Social and a little bit of Facebook, and you can do everything we're talking about today.
And notice that's 22s.com, not 22Social. Somebody had it wrong. 22s.com.
Thanks for pointing that out. Let's take a look. I saw Karen had a great comment earlier. She does budgets with her clients. So it could be any type of industry, right? You can now scale and become the online budget queen, right? You help your clients do their budgets online. It could be clients all around the world. And maybe you find a pattern working with a few dozen clients. You got paid to work with them, but you noticed that there were a few things that you had to repeat yourself on over and over and over. So why don't you just create a little crash course or a mini course and charge $50, $100 for access to that, and say, hey, you can pay me one-on-one, or you can just go through my course. It's going to take you step by step how to do your budgets and my formula, my 6 steps, whatever it is. You can take any topic and turn it into a paid online course.
Yeah, all your budgeting ideas all in one course.
So thanks for commenting. Any of you out there who have made your own courses, be sure to comment. Let us know what your expertise is or what you have. I'm
actually going to take that example. I used to do financial planning, so that was part of that is helping people with their budget was the first step. But anyway, so notice it depends on how you put the offer together is what's going to make sense. I mean, if you're somebody that helps somebody with their budget, you could say in your offer, I help you improve your budget so you can start saving some money. That's different than, hey, I help you save thousands of dollars every month. Right? So you got to just careful with how you word your promise to then make sure you can actually deliver, right? So just thought I'd just take that example.
Yeah, being specific. You're not going to promise the world, but you can deliver something that you can consistently achieve. So question from Benjamin on payments. He was saying, can we add Square or other payment types? Right now it's just PayPal, so all this has to be done through PayPal. That's really the biggest global provider for payment systems.
Yeah.
Where we don't have any other ones coming soon, but
definitely have them in the works, but we don't have a delivery date yet.
Yeah, we're definitely looking and working on other payment systems. I think the first one would be Stripe. I'm not sure. Does Square have online? I think that's more of like in-person transactions.
I'm not sure. Stripe's the one that we've been looking into actually.
Yeah. So thanks, Benjamin, and stay in the loop on that. We'll keep you updated when we do add more. Okay, third, I dropped the ball again. Maybe you looked away. I'm going to give you a drum roll. Number 3, the third way to sell and deliver
is the self-subscription programs.
The holy grail, the most stable, reliable income, and the best way to build a tribe of true fans And really, I think the best way to ultimately build your expertise.
Yeah, it's an income that keeps on giving every single month or year, actually.
This will fund your, it's like getting paid to go to school, basically, in my opinion. I've been doing it for about a year now, Renee. You've got your tribe you're building. And there's a lot of ways to do this. We're going to get into how, maybe how we recommend you do it, but there's a lot of ways to create income with this. So let's take a look here.
So what can I do? One, community. I mean, Andrew just said it's one way to get paid to learn. I mean, if you're very early on in the stages of your expertise, you can actually say that. Look, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna actually put together a list of different experts and bring them to the community and help the whole group. I'm gonna create a community where we can all help each other. Maybe that's your expertise, is actually bringing in different experts, not yourself, and that itself is an expertise. So putting together a community where people can connect together. A community, it may seem like an obvious thing because we talk about it so much, but a community is a different animal than just delivering content on a regular basis, because it's that other component where people are going to connect with each other. So that's the value in that. And it's also you actually monitoring that community and make sure that everything keeps flowing smoothly. The next one is ongoing content. So you could promise to deliver content either on a maybe monthly, weekly basis, or daily. I don't know if anyone's doing that often, but you can. And that's what they're paying for continuously, to keep getting that content. And examples of content is, one is a newsletter. So it could be something that you're putting together. Maybe your field is constantly changing. They need to get updated all the time, or you need to give them different ideas on how to keep improving what their business or their life, and you're just emailing them a newsletter maybe once a month or maybe once a week, and that could be it.
Yeah, believe it or not, I mean, there's people making 5 figures a month selling newsletters.
Yes,
and it's kind of mind blowing when you think about it. People will pay $10, $20, $30 a month for content that is simplified, because we're all busy, and we'd like to go to an expert and say, I don't have time to keep up on all this information. Can you just keep me updated with a monthly newsletter or a weekly newsletter where you put everything I need to know in one place? So people will pay for convenience.
Yeah, you're doing your research for them.
And that elevates your expertise, because now you are the one that's providing the updates and the information. And there's an example we'll show you in a little bit of Facebook ads. It's a topic that's tough to keep up on. And one of our users has got a newsletter selling a monthly PDF download. And all he has to do is make a slide deck. Literally, he's evolved it into where he's making a slide deck and then downloading the slide deck file, like a PowerPoint presentation, download it as a PDF, and that is your newsletter.
Right. Second is recorded training. You can get on a video in front of a camera, and record updated training. Maybe it's the idea of the month or the strategy of the month, or maybe, it's a lesson every week or every month, and just deliver that recorded training, right? It doesn't have to be a written newsletter, or a PDF could just be a video.
Yeah,
or even audio.
Even just read through the newsletter on video,
right?
Point out what they need to know and show a demo or something like that. So you can combine all of these. And what if you had the community aspect as part of this as well? So now you have a place where everyone who's subscribed to you, getting this content, can interact with each other and elaborate and help each other with these ideas that you're sharing with them.
Then live training, like we're doing here. This could be part of a subscription. We're not charging for it because we want to help you out, but this could be part of a subscription that you pay access to our weekly training. So it could be either here, it could be part of a community, it could be part of a Facebook group, going Facebook Live into a group. So that's the other aspect of it, right? So maybe when it makes sense, right? Maybe having a Q&A session where people get to ask questions, that may be enough where it's worth it, where they know, hey, I'm probably going to get stuck on this at some point in time, and I want to be able to have access to an expert where I can ask questions. So that could be it.
Yeah, we have members just doing like a Facebook Live inside their group, right? Because that community aspect could be a Facebook group. We have it make it easy for you to manage your paid members and get them into the group and remove them if they stop paying. So you could just use Facebook Live and do a 30-minute Q&A every week inside this group, and that is extremely valuable. I know people who do like a 5-minute Q&A every day. So if you niche down and you are the expert at this specific thing, you have now a community of people, you're providing content on a regular basis, and you could just do a quick 10-minute Q&A every single day to help people as they're going on their journey. So it's very simple. Like you got to find what works best for you. There's so many ways to do this. And the best thing with all of these, with the subscription specifically, is that you're really not adding any more work. As you start to grow and more people start signing up and paying, you could have 10 people in this subscription paying you $10 a month,
or 100,
or 100, or 1,000. It's the same amount of work as long as you're clear on your offer. So don't say that you're going to have all your questions answered in the support area or the community. Just make sure you're very clear with your promise and the time frame and all that when you get started. Something you can evolve over time, but just letting you know, this can scale to an unlimited amount of people paying you every single month or every single year, and potentially even other ways of paying you. But it's pretty exciting when you think about it. And for me, this has helped me become a better expert. I've started one in graphic design. Renee started one in building tribes.
Right.
Everyone who has done this gets better because you challenge yourself. You commit to something. Even if you only get one person to pay you $10 a month, you have to deliver. That is accountability. It's built-in accountability. So if you're afraid that you don't have enough value to give, or you're not sure like if this is right for you, if you're getting started, just get 2 to 3 people in a subscription program. Set this up, get it to work, get 1 or 2 people to go through, and they're paying you, so you better deliver. You better show up.
It helps you with accountability, right?
Yeah, and you're going to develop the skill set you need to deliver content. Again, it's only a couple people to start with. You're going to overcome any fears that you have. You're going to build confidence. So as you start to attract more people, they're going to come in and be like, wow, this guy or girl is amazing. Like, wow, they have it all together. Like, they know all my pain points. They have the answers to everything. You don't have to have it when you start, but you're going to get there. And eventually it'll start to speed up because the word will get out that you have the information that people want.
You could also do premium programs. Maybe you have a community that's a low price and you want to actually offer a higher price program where people get a lot more attention. And what that can look like, it could actually be maybe a coaching group. Maybe you start with 5 or 10 people. Maybe you do weekly calls with them. Maybe you provide them a specific training, but those could be your higher dollar trainings. And from what we've seen in the industry, it's almost like a requirement for you to have some higher or premium programs, because those are the ones that are going to actually fund the ability for you to actually keep a low price community for everybody else, right? So the other idea is a mastermind. So it doesn't have to be necessarily quote unquote coaching. It could just be putting 10 people together that are going to work together on a project, or are going to help each other, putting on each other's businesses or life challenges. So that could be the idea for the premium programs.
Yeah, it's
right.
Highly valuable. You can use something like a Google Hangout to do group coaching. So you're just getting them to pay you and sign up for maybe a $99 a month subscription. And you can now do group coaching with that group. And really what's going to happen, usually how this happens is you're going to have the low price subscription where you're kind of providing some content, but you're not providing your one-on-one attention necessarily in this low price subscription. Out of that, there's going to be people asking for your time, and you could then create higher price programs that they can get into. And this could work as well for a recurring, done for you setup or maintenance. So
or coaching sessions, right?
Yeah. So a premium program could also be if you were selling those packages on the previous page where you had the courses and trainings, or no, the first page where you had your services. You could actually turn your service into a subscription. That way maybe they commit to paying for 3 sessions a month, and they're paying you without rollover.
Yeah. But yeah, so that could turn into that. So that's part of your premium offerings. And as you have a bigger subscription of the regular community or the ongoing content, or the combination of both, there's going to be more people to draw from that are going to be interested in the premium programs. Yeah, one of the things that helped me escape having to get a job when I was younger was I got a client that was paying me $1,000 a month. And I had put a package together saying, I'm going to do this and manage this stuff for you on a monthly basis. So I had them basically on a subscription where I'm getting paid every month, and I'm delivering this premium program for them. So you can get creative with what you can offer. You'll have to figure this out on your own. And it comes from your expertise. Like, here, this is what you're going to need on a monthly basis. Right. And I'm going to help you save money instead of buying all these hours from me, or trying to, pull from different places. I'm going to give you one package you could pay me, and it's kind of a retainer or a
you know,
Yeah,
a
it doesn't.
subscription.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a group thing. Has a mastermind or group coaching. It could be an individual thing. They're just paying for a recurring, a higher price program.
Right. So just getting 5 people to pay you $1,000 a month, that could be your whole business. And from those 5 people, now you create awesome. You're getting tons of expertise and valuable case studies and content that you can now turn into courses and maybe a low price subscription where you do a monthly live update or a training to your followers. So that's all. I mean, this is some ideas for you today, right? So the implementation, you want to go to
22s.com/memberships.
And you got the step-by-step in there. We've got additional resources. If you have any questions about that, on how to get the stuff going, post it in our group. We'll help you find the notes and trainings you need. But that's a good place to get started right there. So let's take a look now. Those are the big 3. So let's take a look now at how you started tracking. So really, you're going to find, these are all, remember these 3. 1, sell your services. 2, sell courses and trainings. 3, sell subscription programs. Those are the big 3 categories. So time, passive income with courses, and ongoing subscriptions.
Now, how do you attract, convert paying clients? For the most part, unless you have a really warm list, if you send people, random people, either cold traffic or ads or somebody's email list, and you say, hey, check out what I got. Can you buy from me? Most people don't know who you are. They're probably not going to buy from you. So you do need to warm up that list. So here are 3 ways to warm up that list and get people to be more closer to saying, yes, I want to spend some money with you. Yes, I want you to help me. So those 3 are, first is running webinars. We're doing one right now. We're doing exactly what I just told you to do. If you're new to 22Social, this is our way of warming you up to saying, hey, they helped me out figuring this out. I'm going to go out and actually become a client. So if you want to run your webinars, this is the note that's going to help you use YouTube Live Hangouts to actually run these webinars right inside Facebook using 22Social and with the registration system. So you can actually say, hey, I'm going to run a webinar and I'm going to teach you how to solve this problem. And sign up for free, register, show up at this date and this time. I'm going to help you out. So from that webinar, then you can actually make them an offer and offer one of your other 3 models, whether it's one-on-one time, a course, or maybe a community or subscription program.
Yeah, let me point out something I told someone the other day that was kind of eye-opening for them. They were trying to, just get some clients, get their first few clients to pay for their service. And a lot of times people struggle on how to get the word out. Like you have an offer together, but you're struggling to figure out how to put it out there without feeling salesy, right? Without just saying, hey, I have a few openings, come sign up for me or buy my services. That's generally the first thing people will do is try to just say I'm looking for clients. Will you work with me? Sign up, right?
I hope not.
What you could do is think about this. There's 2 things you want to solve when you are trying to close someone to either buy your program, buy any of your programs. You got to make sure they know that all this stuff is possible. So a lot of times what you have to offer, they don't even know that it's something they could do, that it was even possible. Especially when it comes to online marketing and training. They don't know they should be doing this stuff. They don't know that it could happen. It's kind of like what we're doing today. We're trying to show you that all this stuff is possible. So one way to do a webinar is just to show what's possible. The best way to show them what's possible is telling stories. So that's where you can take a couple of case studies and clients that you've worked with. And in any industry, say, look, this is where they were. This is a client that I've worked with. They were struggling with this. They were feeling overwhelmed. They weren't getting the results they wanted. I worked with them, and what we did is X, Y, Z. We went through these steps, and now here's what they have. They have this desired outcome, and I helped them get there. So you can tell 2 or 3 stories, maybe just one good one, and then talk about the next steps that are going to happen for them. Like, okay, if you want to have these same kind of results that Sally over here had, then here are the 3 steps you can take today, or here's my 5-step program that I went through with her, and that you can do as well. So the second thing they need to know is that it's possible. And then secondly is that they can do it. So it is real for them, right? So if you show them the steps that they can take at that point, now they're saying, oh, wow, okay, I see the path to do that. You show them it's possible, like, hey, this person lost 30 pounds or this person's now doubled their bench press. But could I do that? Well, step 1 is we're going to look at your diet. Step 2, we're going to do 50 push-ups a day. It's a process they're going to go through. And then you talk about after that how you can help them get there. Maybe the obstacles they're going to face, the accountability challenges. Do they really want this? Do they want this result? I can help you get there. Boom, buy my course. Boom, sign up for my membership. Boom, pay me one-on-one, and we'll get you on your way. So that's what a webinar is really good for, is getting everyone to show up and listen to you, and then put together a presentation like that gets them excited, doesn't feel salesy, and you're showing them the possibilities, and they're showing them they can do it, and then you're helping them on the next step to get started.
Next, we have free content giveaways. Okay, so maybe you've put together some sort of checklist or PDF of the content of something that's going to help them solve part of the problem, maybe a baby version of the problem. And that's one way to get them some immediate satisfaction and say, hey, I got something for free. So it's a perfect way to easily start building that relationship. And then from that point, after you deliver that value, then you could upsell. And then we do have the note for that, /notes/giveaways. There's anything you need to know in terms of ideas as to what to give away and also how to get it all set up. It's all on that note.
Yeah. Now, building on top of the webinar, the reason that's the webinars is first, and let me tell you a secret. Okay, this is a secret that I don't know if anyone's said before, but to me, it's true, and it's true for us for the last 5 years. The reason everyone loves webinars is because you don't have to have it done to start promoting.
Yeah.
And so you can start collecting leads and getting the word out without even having anything done. And it's the best accountability. All right, so you look at number 2 there and you're saying, okay, free content giveaway. Okay, I gotta sit down and record some video or something, or put together, I don't know. It's just, it never gets done. It's painful, and it's really difficult to have the discipline to sit down and make your free content giveaway. But if you put a date and you put it out there and you get people to sign up for something.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to commit, right? Easier on a webinar and go, boom, I'm set. I'm going live on whatever date, and boom, now, oh crap, now I have to do it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that solopreneurs, the biggest challenge that solopreneurs have is that accountability, that discipline to get things done. So that's why we've always encouraged you to set up a free weekly webinar or get a paid subscription program with a few people that forces you to have to keep creating content and forces you to commit to something and get things done. And that can create your free giveaway. So if you're sitting there right now and you're feeling like maybe you've seen trainings like this a million times, or you've never really made the progress you want, I challenge you to set a date, look at your calendar, set a date and say, on this date, I'm going to do a 30-minute webinar. All right, you could follow our steps right there on how to do it right on your fan page with 22Social using Google Hangouts on Air for free. It's not going to cost you any more. You can do this webinar, set a date, commit to it, invite a handful of people. It doesn't have to be 1,000 people. It could be 5 people you know, your friends, your family. Have them register, have them commit to showing up and being there. And for you, that's going to put that pressure on to get it done. I'm telling you, today, we did not have the slide deck done until about 2 minutes after we were supposed to go live. So we literally built this whole slide deck you're looking at right now today. But we had to do it because all of you were showing up, and we wanted to create this content. And it kind of like they say, if you wait till the last minute, it takes you 1 minute.
Don't. Okay.
Don't wait till the last minute. We've been doing this for years.
We know this stuff. We can do this in our sleep. So it was literally just a time it took us to type the stuff and to find good photos. So we've done this a lot. So don't actually take your time.
But the point is, it works.
Yes, it does.
You to get things done. So then you can turn that webinar into a free content giveaway. And now that is, as they say, evergreen. The replay of that webinar becomes your free content giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, the point is, had we not set a date, we might have said, you know what, we're not ready. Let's just do this next week, right? Have we not committed to a date?
It's very easy to do that. I have stuff I've been wanting to do that's been pushed off for years. So that's a really cool idea there. So set a date, look at your calendar right now, commit to it, put it out there, and get something going. Maybe it's just maybe you're doing the webinar and you're not trying to sell anything. You're just trying to invite people into your free group, which will eventually become a paid subscription. But hey, early birds get in for free. Something like that. That's a great way to get started.
3 is sweepstakes. So giving something, raffling something away. If you're an expert, here's one quick little thing I'm going to say about that is I would actually find a physical product that you can give away that's related to your expertise. For example, if I'm a trainer, if I'm an expert on webinars and I'm going to help you put together the most killer, cool webinar that just super converts. And that's my expertise. And then maybe I want to give away a webcam or a good lighting system, right? Maybe if I'm a meditation expert, guess what? Maybe I'll give away a meditation cushion of some sort. So just find that physical product. They do so much better than anything else. Find that physical product, give it away as a way to start warming people up. So now in those three, you could also do a combination of all three. You can schedule a webinar, and maybe you already have a PDF. You can sign up registration page. You can say, hey, sign up for my webinar. It's on XYZ date. And just for signing up, I'm going to give you this free giveaway. You can download today and start working on your stuff right away. And you're going to get a chance to win this free webcam. I'm going to actually pick a winner during the webinar. So if you want to win, you make sure to show up. So that's a combination. I wouldn't start there. If you're brand new, just pick one and go with it. But eventually you can start getting creative, and having all three of them would, one, get the effect of the webinar, two, give them immediate satisfaction with a giveaway, and three, help them show up, encourage them to show up because they want to win something. So
yeah, the best giveaway, it would be like a worksheet to follow along with on the training. I know
right.
Mari Smith did a really good job with this. When we worked with Mari to do like a huge training, her goal was to sell her digital course, and she wanted to get everyone's attention and get a bunch of people to sign up. So she did this, set a date about a month away. She gave a free worksheet PDF download, and then she also was giving away her book and like Facebook ad credits. So it was a great combination of all three of these, and it's pretty much automatically set up for you with 22Social. There's nothing special or extra you have to do. So
just mention it in the videos.
Just say, hey, it's that competitive advantage where it's tough to get people's attention. It's tough to get people to move to action. So having something like that is just an extra thing to get them over the edge, to take that few seconds to click through and opt in and register. And if nothing else, you're at least building your list of leads, even if they don't show up or get your stuff. It's a way to just convert and get people on your list so that you have a chance down the road to sell them when they're ready. A couple questions coming in on this on Hangouts. Katana was asking, I thought Hangouts were going to cost money now, or you have to use YouTube Live. We have the full tutorial on how to get it done. It's still Hangouts on air inside YouTube. It's the way we've been using it and teaching it for years. It's still free to do. You just have to it's a one-time like setup process to connect to your AdSense account. There's no cost, there's no fees, and it's totally free still, and it'll work for you.
Right. Also, Jamie's asking, do you have tutorials for how to set this up? If you're looking at the screen right now in the videos, there's tutorials for these three strategies as well. 22s.com/notes/hangouts for the first one, and the giveaways is notes/giveaways. Third is notes/sweepstakes. So yeah. So pick whatever makes sense for you, whatever you want to start, and go with that tutorial. And that they all go in detail on the theory and also the how-to. And
don't let yourself get overwhelmed and use that as an excuse. You can keep this very simple. Like I said, set a date on your calendar, invite 5 people, and just commit to taking that step. And then that webinar becomes your free content. And then maybe later on, you aren't getting people to sign up for that free content. Throw in a sweepstakes. Say, hey, sign up every month. I'm giving away a webcam. And now add in that, and it's still automated for the most part. All you have to do is once a month go in and choose a winner, but you can have this whole system working for you pretty much on automation once you get it going. Or you could choose to do a weekly webinar and keep that app going like we do every week right here on the same app. You can build up your comments below. So eventually you have thousands of comments like we have, because we're doing it all right here at this one place every week. So it builds your credibility if you can be consistent. And what you might find is that you need to do a weekly or monthly webinar, because getting people to show up live to something is the best way to build trust, get their attention for an extended period of time, and get them to click that buy button, right?
Yep.
All right. So where do you start? We're going to wrap up here in a minute, and we'll go through your questions here in a minute. So thanks for everyone who's been chiming in. Let's go ahead and get you started. Remember, define your expertise.
Exactly. What is it that you're good at, and what is it that you're promising or offering? It's almost like define your offer at the same time. And second is create that paid offer. What is it going to be? Am I going to sell my time? Am I going to create a digital course? Am I going to create a subscription program? What is it that I'm offering? And again, having clarity of what your expertise is and what problem you're having is going to help you create that offer, because people want to know what the heck they're buying right before they buy it. And the third thing, invite your warm market. Start with people who maybe have been clients in the past, maybe been asking you a few questions, and invite them first. And the reason for that is, one, they're the easiest to convert, and they'll give you feedback. So that's start with that warm market, perfect it. And after you've done that, then guess what? Then you can run a free promotion. And those are the ones we went through the past, either running a webinar, either doing a free giveaway, or running a sweepstakes. But it's important to start with the warm market first, so you get feedback and perfect everything first. Then you can start doing that free promotion and start running traffic to that, whether it's organic or running ads or doing what you need to do to get people to see it. So that's pretty much where to start. It's just a matter of where you start. Make a decision to make a difference in your life and the life of the people you help, and say, I'm definitely going to do this, and just get going with it and run. We have all the resources you need here. This is pretty quick crash course, but every single one of the sections, every single one of the notes is very, very detailed. So you definitely have what you need, and a way to do it very, very inexpensively. In fact, I'm gonna do a plug. If you could actually start this whole thing for free. I mean, YouTube Live, if you're doing webinars, is not, it doesn't charge, it's free. PayPal account is free. If you're for charging, you could get a 22Social trial free for 30 days. So you can start the whole thing for free. So even cost is not even an issue. So you have the tools to start and run something quickly.
Yeah. So as we showed you before at the beginning, what's possible, making income, multiple streams of income, being able to manage all this yourself, and being able to launch new ideas. So once you do this once, it might not go so well. That's okay. You're learning and developing a skill set that you can now use and get better at over and over and over. You can implement the system and get better at it. So eventually you can do a mega huge launch, but you don't start there, and it's not going to happen overnight. You have to build your expertise and just work with the people around you, and then that'll start to grow.
Yes, go ahead. So make the decision and start the 30-day trial. But if you're not ready to do that, if you need a little more convincing, we got some examples of people who are making it happen, who haven't waited, who just went for it and are having a lot of success. So let's go through some of those.
Yeah, a new one here. A lot of them you might have seen before, but the new spotlight this week is Andrea Schultz, and really cool example of niching down, defining your expertise, and then creating content around that. And she helps people get their dream job in the entertainment industry. So her offer is Network Smart in the entertainment industry. So she's been in like the showbiz world up in LA. And so she learned a lot from working in that industry. She packaged it up into a few different modules of training. And some of it she even recorded as she did live to her audience. She just set the date, invited people to sign up, and then she launched her product without even having it done. And then, created the live training with her audience, delivered the content, and boom, it was done. She didn't have to worry about it anymore. She provided the value. Now she can sell this over and over and over right on her page. I mean, a cool example. You never know what people are doing, but I mean, it blows my mind the kind of
it's a little different
niches you could find. Like anyone could do this, even if you're in a corporate job. Like, it doesn't matter. The things you learn and the things you know is what's so valuable.
Yep. The stuff you learned, your boss taught you, go out and teach somebody else.
Yeah. So Stephen H, I mentioned him. This guy is awesome. He's out in Europe. He launched this whole program, and now he's relaunching it again. He did it all live, like I said, over 6 weeks. I did a paid 6-week program. People could join in, be a part of the live recordings. And now it's a course that he's repackaging and selling. He's going to get affiliates to sell it and push it. So I saw some questions coming in, can you do affiliates? Yes, our system handles all that. You can check it out in those links we showed you. It'll teach you how to have affiliates sell your courses and trainings for you. He did his list building and lead capture right through 22Social, collecting Facebook profiles with our system. So he did free giveaways, free live hangouts, free downloads to attract people, build his list. And that can hook right into your email autoresponder if you're using one. But it's not even required. Our system will capture the leads for you. Kathy, Therapy Business Academy. So she's helping therapists get better at their profession. So she's an expert. She's kind of created systems herself And now she started a subscription program to help and support others. And they can get access to some of her resources and her methods, and maybe even Q&As and ongoing support and training. So huge value that she's providing to therapists, right? So any industry. Laura is an energy healer and success coach. Same concept. She could launch a 6-week program, weight loss and body confidence. So, you can just see, all kinds of industries. What is your expertise? How can you package it up and put it out there? Phil Olson, he's got a few different programs he's doing, giving away some free trainings where he just stands in front of a whiteboard, puts his iPhone on a tripod, and just records himself in front of a whiteboard, sharing his knowledge and expertise. Doing one here is a free giveaway. He's got other paid programs. And then from those, he's attracting people to this, and he's getting more and more one-on-one clients through this. So one of the best ways to get more one-on-one clients is to start a subscription so that you get people paying attention to you on a regular basis, and they'll keep buying from you because they're listening to you on a regular basis, so they want more of what you have. Justin Dunn, I know you love this one, Renee.
Yeah, it's really, really cool what he's doing. He's actually running a few horse programs. Really, the membership he created was to fund what he's doing. That's really his passion. So he's helping people on a regular basis get better with their horse. Probably a better way to say that, but so he's using that to actually fund projects. That one of them is actually helping kids who are struggling either with a terminal disease, so that they can start creating a relationship with the horse, and that's been helping them get emotionally better. And also people who have who maybe had problems with depression, he's helping them with build relationships with a horse to help them improve their self-esteem and all that. So he's doing a lot of great stuff. So he's using this membership to fund his passion and make a huge difference. So I'm really, really excited to have him as a customer and having had success.
Yeah, Katana asked a minute ago, so she did all of this with 22Social. Yeah, everything we're showing you today can all be done with 22Social. There's nothing that you don't need anything else. Maybe an email autoresponder. That's about it. Everything else is PayPal, Facebook, YouTube. We help you leverage all these cool platforms and keep your expenses low. This is an awesome one. Jacob started a VIP club for his band. He's a musician, so he wanted to provide additional resources and kind of a community for his fans, and it helps them, contribute and keep his dream alive of his music career, so they could support him and give him more time and freedom to create music. So just another example of what can be done. Your expertise, you don't have to necessarily provide like training or anything like that. It could be just helping you do your expertise more. People will support that, especially in the arts industry.
Right, exactly. And then they want extra access to them as well.
Yeah.
TJ Barker, man, that's just, he's done so well with our stuff. Right off the bat, got an account, a few months back, and maybe 30 days into his account, he's already making a lot. I'm not going to say the amount because we didn't get his permission to disclose it, but he's making a killing with a course that help loan officers actually generate more leads. So he's done really, really well with that. So really excited for him. And then just teaching loan officers. So again, a really specific niche, and teaching them how to get more leads.
So you guys get it? This is the world we're in right now. You see, he's recording this like almost like a selfie video in his living room. This welcome video, a simple like PowerPoint video on his sales page, and then a lot of the content inside his paid area is Hangouts that he recorded. He did Google Hangouts on Air, again, a free platform. You could use Zoom, whatever, to record these videos. You don't have to do them live in front of an audience. You could just record them together. But he brought in other experts and had conversations, just like a podcast, right? But he's charging for access to this. This is valuable content. You don't have to give everything away for free. In fact, what people are learning now, and we've kind of had discussions about this, is it might just be easier for you to just create a paid program where people can either pay one time for access to ongoing training, like a podcast, interviews with guests, the community support, or a subscription program, which would be even cooler. They pay $10 a month and they get access to like a weekly interview with support community and additional resources and a library of content. So if you've been wondering, how do I do this? I know everyone has that issue of juggling the free content versus your paid. Maybe start getting paid, and that'll fund the ability for you to keep doing this, because doing a free podcast and getting 1 million followers and subscribers is a big dream, and it can definitely happen, but it's a long it's a long road to getting paid.
Yeah, get your paid programs off the bat right away.
Yeah, and maybe you start giving away free content later. But again, you just need one good free giveaway to attract people and warm them up and want to check out your paid stuff. You don't have to do everything for free.
Okay.
And Will Irish, we'll do the winner here in a second, then we'll wrap up. But again, we show you this example sometimes. If you're wondering, a lot of you seems like are new to 22Social. Basically, here's like an example of what your fan page can look like. Maybe you never thought about making money with your fan page. Every example we've shown you, everything can be done inside your Facebook page. Here's Will Irish. You can go check out his page. But he's got all these different apps on his page. He's doing one-on-one coaching. He's got a free PDF download. That's a great free giveaway to attract leads. He runs ads to that. He's got a paid video course. So he put a couple of his trainings, created a course out of it. He sells that as a one-time paid course. He's got free live hangouts. So he's done a couple, not very often, but he's done a few big blowout live trainings where he'll do a big promotion for about a month, invite people there, do his live training, and then present some of his other offers from there. Paid video course, another one. You can have a second one on your page. You can have a paid subscription newsletter. So this is where his newsletter comes in every month, a new PDF download that they get access to, the latest and greatest to stay up to date. So if you're in a fast-paced kind of industry where things change a lot, this kind of ongoing subscription is very valuable. Affiliate product video review. Any of you affiliate marketers out there? This is a great way to get more affiliate sales. Again, it's kind of a long-term play. I mean, you do need some kind of following to get the numbers to really create income with affiliate sales. But you can have like an app on your page that's recommended products where you can just create a page where you do some personal reviews of products and services that you use and recommend, and then put your affiliate link in the buttons. And now people can go buy those products and services, and you can get a cut of the affiliate commission. The cool thing too is 22Social has affiliate program built in. So all of the your apps, if you're creating a course with our product, you can have an affiliate payout. So maybe some of you can find each other and refer each other, you know, your courses. Maybe you go talk to Will Irish and say, hey, I'd love to be an affiliate of your product. And now that could be one of your recommended products. Right. So another income stream right on your page.
Yeah, let's keep on going, right? Another video course.
Another paid video course. So you see, I show you this example because he's really maxed out all the things you could do. Another free PDF for a different audience to attract a different type of customer or client. And then like a welcome page. It's just no gate, no lead capture, nothing. Just, hey, I'm Will. Here's kind of what I have to do. It could be like your home page. He even called it home at the time. I don't know if he still has that on his page, but it's a cool idea, right? Where you don't have to do anything with these apps. You can just build a cool homepage to send people to. Maybe have a .com that goes right to a simple page that links them over some of your best offers. All right. So does it work? Well, a lot of you know, Will did pretty good this last year.
That's just for the Facebook
page. Just
page.
On his page through these gates. So it can be done. I mean, all these are examples. And hey, if you haven't seen this stuff before, it's pretty new, right? We're pretty new to the world. We've been around for 5 years, but we've been working with our tribe behind the scenes for a long time, and now we're bringing it to you. So we invite you to get 22Social, try it out. Really no risk. We're not asking for a huge investment up front. Try it out, and look what you can create. All this stuff is possible.
Now the winner.
Okay, the winner this week. We do a prize every week. And let's do a drum roll. We got a prize to announce, and we'll wrap up today. All right, Ken
from Plymouth, UK, from the other side of the lake. So you get 1 year of 22Social Premium. If you guys see the button, there's a trial. There's a link to, a button to get your free trial of a standard account that gets you 3 fan pages. You can install up to 15 apps and 3 fan pages. Ken here just hit the jackpot and actually won a year of premium, so it's a bigger account, and it actually allows you to install 22Social in that 100 fan pages. So Ken, you could actually run an agency right out of this account and actually help a ton of businesses with their online marketing using 22Social. So great win. So we're going to be updating your account and giving you that for free. So good job on that. Everybody else who didn't win, you can still get your trial for 30 days and get started. So, all right, so we're going to take some questions here and wrap up. I see some good questions coming in. Those of you still hanging out with us, we still got a lot of you watching live. So feel free to drop in your question here, and we'll take a few minutes longer to answer those. Let me pull them up.
I think some of these will be relevant to all of you. So let's take a look here.
Yeah. Zoom in there.
Congrats, Ken. Yay.
Everyone's so nice.
It's a good crowd. So I saw a couple questions from Katana here. How would you recommend to manage a private Facebook group content versus page? That is a great question. I'm going to show you a link here.
Notes/group.
This is going to hopefully explain it to you, how our system kind of is the in between. Your page, consider your Facebook page as like your public content where it's like a website almost where you're promoting stuff, you're sharing, you're updating the world. The group, you can have not a private group, but a closed Facebook group, and they can sign up for access to that through an app on your page. Then you can give them manual, you can just allow them into this group after they opt in and register or pay. And now they can be a part of the group, which is private. It is private. They call it closed.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's a secret. Don't do a secret group. Like
No.
It's a little more messy. But a closed or private Facebook group can be members only.
Closed, yeah.
So closed access to certain groups on your page. Yeah, you can have multiple groups. They're not necessarily on your page. I know Facebook has a new kind of thing they're doing with
Attaching it,
which is all fine. It all still works. But only women can access certain content. Yeah, so the concept is, you could cater to specific niches of people and put different offers where they can get into a different group.
Yeah, and if a guy buys the access, you could always just refund them, say, hey, sorry.
Yeah, this is a special program here. So yeah, I mean, you can't necessarily stop them from going and signing up, but you do have control of letting them in, so you can refund them if it's not a good fit or if they shouldn't be in that group.
Or send them to the other group for you guys.
Exactly, have your guys group. You can add a domain. Basically, you can buy a domain and just forward it to any of your apps. So you can buy whatever domain.
mycooltraining.com.
Yeah, and forward it right to any of your apps. Yep, Katana, this replay will be here for a few days, and then we'll put it on our page and make it available to you. So you'll always have access to this.
Let's see. Congrats.
Cool. Let's see. There are a couple more questions down below. I'm going to turn off the auto refresh. Yep, all inside 22. Yeah, if you're building a list inside like an email platform, not required, but you can post that in the group. A lot of people use Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp. What else is popular?
The
three big ones.
Yeah.
So for email automation and all that.
But we have a lot more.
We integrate with all the big ones.
Yeah.
But again, it's
contact.
not required. And really, I mean, especially if you're just kind of testing the waters, I'd say do that down the road. Yep, all the tutorials are in there, all those links.
Yeah, and they do have examples on how to set it up, 22Social.
Yeah, and when you sign up, just so you know, and any of you who haven't seen this, you can just go to 22s.com/game plan or just check out the customer resources tab on our Facebook page. And you'll see it's just a 22Social app that we restrict access to only our paid members. So if you have an account with us, you'll have access to this. You can watch a quick intro from Renee, links to install an app, manage your apps, join our group, link to this app for weekly trainings. We have 3 core, foundational trainings here you can check out. Goes through all the features, how they work, and then the specific trainings are down here. So every week we got new trainings and whatnot, and all the notes for all this is just at 22s.com/notes. So you can check it out. There's a button inside our Facebook page, again, the notes tab here. There's tons of good information, selling your content, just doing those one-on-one coaching sessions. So just to show you kind of an idea, if you wanted to sell your time or services through an app, we broke down everything you need to know to get this done, including my 10-step system on how I do it. And others have been able to replicate this model really easily to do it for themselves. Each step broken down, required tools. You'll always see pretty much everything we teach you. There's no extra required tools. It's all this free stuff. Facebook page, PayPal, even the scheduling tool. We'll recommend you really low-cost solutions that work really, really well. And then even some additional tips and whatnot, tutorials on how to hook up your scheduling tool to automate the scheduling process. So that's just one of them. What you need, what you're trying to do, we've got the resources and training to help you do it creating your free giveaway. So if you want right now, you can go check out any of these on our page, right in that notes tab, or just get signed up and then post in the group, right? A lot of people do this. You'll go post in the group, that link here, join the group. Be sure to join that. And if something comes up and you can't find something, just ask a question. We've got, I mean, so many awesome people in there, and we do our best to get in there and help out as much as we can. But many of you are able to chime in and support each other, because there's just a lot of questions that come up, and you can see here, you know, the answers are just pretty amazing when.
Yeah, everyone's really active. Everyone's really
helps out. Yeah, so we'll help you find anything you need. We want to help you have success. We want to get you to where you're making money fast and turning your expertise into sales. Google Hangouts is still good. We mentioned that.
I think we covered the rest.
Covered all those questions. We'll see if there's any other ones before we wrap up. Awesome. Great to meet you, Katana. Looking forward to see what you create. We got your back. That sidebar. Good question. I think there's like free Instagram app tabs out there. I haven't done that in a while myself. So that like left sidebar on your page. You have to look that up. You can probably Google it, like Instagram tab, Facebook page. You'll find something. We don't have that option right now. Yep, forwarded domain. Cool. I think we're all good. One more refresh.
Awesome. I think that's it. Great. Don't forget to get your trial account.
And that's it.
Yeah. I'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. And hey, look at your calendar, schedule that free training you're going to give away, and then put together your paid offer, so that when you do that free training, you can send them over your paid offer. You can make some money, build your list, start
growing.
Dream. Let's do it. See you next time.